What's up, guys? This is kind of a different type of video, that a different kind of video than what I usually post. But I put a poll out on YouTube, asking if anyone would watch, a video like this, and not that this type of video that I'm doing is really for other people. It's more so for me, but I don't know. I thought I'd try it out and see if I enjoy doing Um, these type of videos where I'm really just talking about my life and my problems and my thoughts on things, or whatever that be, when whether it be how my life is going, like what's going on in my life, to personal issues or whatever, that are just like something that's on my mind. uh like that's kind of the I don't know, that's kind of the deal with this type of video. So today, what I wanted to talk about was the biggest thing I wanted to talk about, and kind of the theme for this one is motivation. Uh, and that goes. What I mean by motivation is a lot of things. First of all, my motivation with YouTube and uploading and whatever, and what's gonna go on with that, like how much am I gonna upload after Shadow Life is done, or like am I still gonna play Geometry Dash and upload those videos. But like what's the channel gonna look like? Not that no one really cares. It's not that I have a big following or anything. I don't at all. uh but I want to talk about that, and then also kind of just touch on some motivation, and specifically the lack of motivation in my everyday life. So, first things first, talking about the channel and where we are at with that. After Shadow Life is over, which as of recording this, we have played every session except the finale. We still have not recorded the finale yet, but we have played the 5th session. Which the video is done. It will be up after we record the finale, which will be in roughly a week. Yeah, it will be in a week as of recording this. What did I want to make? Oh, I did not need to make a... Okay, never mind. So yeah, it'll be in about a week. Or exactly a week as of recording this. I don't know when this video is gonna go up. Or, oh my god, guys. Okay. I don't know when this is gonna go up or if it will ever go up. But I don't know. So in a week from the time of recording this, it is Saturday the 23rd. So that's when the next episode will go up, and then the finale, I don't know when I'll post the finale. I mean, I'll obviously get to that when I get to that. That's going to take a lot of editing. I have some really good ideas for what I want to do with the finale, in terms of like editing and stuff like that, whatever. But that's going to take time. So where is the channel going to go after that, and like what are you going to see of me? And by you, I mean not just my viewers. I mean, not that I have very many, but by you I also mean like my online friends, and people who know me but not super deeply on a personal level. Like people in my Discord server, people in the Shadow Life server who are interested, uh whatever. Anyone who's interested on like what am I gonna be doing after Shadow Life. So I've had a lot of the Shadow Life guys have been asking, what do I want to do like after Shadow Life is over, and specifically like, am I hosting any more Life Series events? And to answer that question, I I don't know. I would like to. I think it would be really fun hosting more live series, but I really just don't know if that will happen. Um, and there's a couple reasons for that. The first reason why I wouldn't, I mean, yes, I want to. The first things first, let's get that out of the way. Yes, I want to. I think first of all, they're really fun. I enjoy Shadow Life so much. I'm having so much fun playing it. I'm having fun interacting with everybody in there. I love everybody in the server. It's great. I'm having a blast. It's really the highlight of my week every single week. It's like what I've been looking forward to, and yeah, it's a great part of my life. I really thoroughly enjoy it. And I do mean that completely, like, in all complete honesty. That being said, there are some downsides that come with it. First of all is when I am the one hosting, it feels like there's a lot of pressure on me to not just, make the event fun and entertaining for my audience, but I also want it to be fun and entertaining for everyone playing. And that is it. It's not like it's hard. It's not like it's a bad thing, but there is a ton of pressure that I put on myself. I mean, I know it's self-inflicted pressure. It's not like, it's not like everyone really cares, but I put so much pressure on myself to just make it good, like make it really good for everyone involved. And it is my first time hosting one of these things, so I do have to like give myself some grace. Like there's gonna be hiccups and whatever. Um, but I don't know. It does just feel like it's a lot of pressure, and it like not only is there a lot of pressure, but there's also a ton of work that is required. As in like setting it up. Like I spent so long setting it up and just like getting the mod pack figured out and everything, and like getting all the mods set up, and just making sure everything was perfect. I wanted everything to be perfect, and it actually ended up not being exactly how I wanted it in terms of um what sort of mods there were, like how the mods went. Like I wanted there to be no chat. Like I wanted chat to be completely disabled at first, and I just couldn't find something that disabled chat, and it was really like beating me up. I was really frustrated about that for a while. It like took me a while to like cool down from that. Like I got very frustrated. So I do want these things to be perfect. And when they're not perfect, which will never happen, it'll never be exactly perfect, exactly how I want it to go. As close as it can get, it's never going to be perfect. But I want these things to be so perfect that when they're not, inevitably, I get very frustrated and end up feeling like it was a failure or whatever. Kind of like an example of that would be today. We were supposed to have the finale today. The finale was supposed to be tonight. It would have been over by now. And I was really excited. I was really looking forward to that. But there was like 4 or 5 people that couldn't make it, which is an understandable thing. Like there's obviously when you're dealing with, 16 different people, not everyone's going to be able to make it to every session. It's impossible to coordinate everyone and make that something. Like it's just not realistic assuming everyone's always going to be free always. Like everyone has their own life, and I that like what I completely understand that. I'm not dissing anybody who, wasn't able to make it or whatever. Like I don't really care. It's just when I am hosting it, it feels like it's hard not to take it personally, which sounds weird. I know it sounds really weird because it's not personal at all. Like if I can't do something because I'm busy and I have other priorities or other responsibilities, and I'm not able to do something, it's not like a personal thing against the person who I can't, hang out with, or I can't, you know, make them my priority in that moment. Like, I know it's not personal, but it's hard not to take it as such. I really struggle not taking these things personally, even if it's completely not a personal thing at all. And it's not. So, there is that as like a reason why I wouldn't host if I were not to, which I still don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to, um, but part of me also doesn't. Uh, and then another reason I can think of is just the money. Like, it's not like it's expensive, and it's not like I'm dirt poor or anything. Like, I'm gonna be working this summer and whatever. I have. I wouldn't say I have a ton of money to spend, but it's not like I don't have any money. And what's 20, $30 a month, out of that, like that's nothing. It's really pocket change. But during the school year, I'm in college right now, for anyone who doesn't know that. During the school year, I haven't been working. I probably will work this next school year, and that's something I want to get figured out first before I really commit to like hosting anything that's gonna take money out of my pocket. um it's like, it's not like it's expensive, it's not like it's a huge financial burden on me, like it's really not. But if if I'm not making money, and money's just like bleeding out of my pocket, like that's not necessarily a situation I want to be in, especially considering I have other priorities with my money. There's other things. I should have smelted that iron and crafted a shield. I'll probably do that now. Hold on. Uh, Hello? But yeah, so anyways, as I was saying, I don't want to be, just like bleeding money out of pocket when I don't have a job, and I don't have, as of right now, I don't have a definite job lined up for the school year when I'm, down in college. So I kind of want to get that figured out before I decide to like host anything. And the other thing, the very last thing that has to do with like hosting these live series, like am I going to do another one, is I really, next time if I do it, I want to make sure that everyone in that series is fully committed to I want to be more on purpose with who I select, in that the people who are in it are there more or less every single session. And they don't have like prior responsibilities. Like, I had a couple personal friends that I invited just because like they're personal friends, and I love them and I love spending time with them, so I want to invite them to my life series because I want them there because I enjoy their company. But as we've kind of seen with that, is that a lot of the time they'll join, they'll be like, oh yeah, I can totally do it, and then they don't like double check or anything, and then they only make it to 1 or 2 sessions, and it's like, well, shoot, like it's kind of just like empty now because we're playing with 10 people instead of what I oh my god, we're playing with 10 people instead of what could have been more. And so that kind of ends up being really frustrating because, I mean, obviously not everyone's going to make it to every session. That's totally fine. That is not a problem at all. But it's like, when there's people who make it to only like 1 or 2 sessions, it's like, okay, like obviously your heart's not really in this. And at that point, it's like, man, I should have just like found someone else. So if I do host another one of these things, there's going to be a bigger search for people, so to speak, who would be interested in, like, who would have to be interested in joining and available to play on the days and times I'm available and everyone else is available. So that's kind of where I'm at with the whole life series thing. If possible, I really want to do another one. I've super enjoyed Shadow Life. It's not even over. I super enjoy Shadow Life. I enjoy making the videos, and I enjoy, editing the videos, and especially recording and playing them. It's super fun. I have a blast. But I just want to make sure if I do it again, there's a couple things I'd do differently, is basically what I'm saying. So the next topic I wanted to talk about, as I kind of touched on this earlier, is just the whole topic of motivation. This is completely changing gears, by the way. If anyone's still listening, if anyone's still made it this far, thanks for sticking around, I guess. So what I mean by motivation is, like, people would think like, oh, motivation to do, YouTube or whatever, like motivation to make videos, motivation to, get on and play video games. Am I lagging? Like, why am I not hitting these guys? But what I mean by motivation is really just in the broader sense of like motivation to get out of bed in the morning. I've been really struggling for the past, I don't know, it's been a while, like 6 to 9 months, but really more so in the past 2 to 3 months, I've been really struggling with the lack of motivation and, just this like overarching sense of, sadness about my life. And just like feeling a little lost of like not having purpose. And, a lot of my motivation in life in the past has come from, purpose and a sense that, I am important and I contribute something to the world that both the world prospers from and I prosper from. And right now, in the last 3 to 6 months, I haven't had that. I have not felt as though my presence has really mattered that much. And I feel like I haven't really, first and foremost, I haven't really added anything, but also nothing has really made me happy and joyful in a long while. So that's really the main purpose that I want to make these videos, is just have someone to talk to about this stuff, whether anyone's listening or not. I in the chance that there are people listening, I do kind of have to watch some of the things I say. I don't want to get like too personal, like too deep into my personal life with this sort of stuff, but I don't I still want to, go into detail when possible. I don't want to be like, I don't want to overshare and, say something that I might, regret other people hearing. But, I want this to be, kind of therapy in a sense. Which, on the topic of therapy, I am starting therapy next Thursday. I have an appointment. I found a therapist, and, my mom kind of helped me because I told my mom what was going on, and, she's like, Navai, you need to talk to somebody. Like as much as I love you and, am here for you and will always be here for you, I am not, I'm not trained in this. I'm not really equipped with the tools necessary to help you. So she helped me get, signed up for therapy, and I start that on Thursday, which I am nervous for. I'm going to be completely honest. I am so nervous to start therapy. I am scared that like, oh, what if I don't like the guy, or what if he just thinks I'm weird or some shit? Not like it's a huge deal, not that he'll give a shit. He probably, I don't know, he's a therapist. He talks to ton of people. He talks to people for his, for a living. So, there's no way I'm the weirdest one. But I really am just nervous in the sense of like, I don't know. It's hard to be vulnerable, and that's kind of why I'm starting this, is because I want to kind of practice being vulnerable. Like, I don't know. I just want to get better at that. Like sharing my thoughts and feelings in like a cool, calm, and collected, you know, setting, like a safe environment. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of what therapy is, I guess. But damn it, there was iron. Oh my god, I missed the easiest water bucket clutch of my life. I don't have an iron pick, but I have iron. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what the series is about, is like yeah, I'll be going to therapy, and I guess if that's great, I won't need to make these videos. Not necessarily. I don't know. It's nice to keep, other people updated on, where I'm at with things, because, I to a lot of my online friends, I've just disappeared. Like, I have just completely ghosted everyone for the most part. They're probably like, where the fuck have you been? Like, you're not getting on, you're not, calling us anymore. Ooh, diamonds. So, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, ghost my friends. So, this kind of serves as, uh, I don't know, just a bit of a, I don't even know. I don't even know the words I'm looking for. I'm gonna be completely honest. I do not even know what words I'm looking for. But anyways, yeah, so I kind of think that's everything I wanted to talk about. I don't want to go too into depth about my mental health struggles right now. If I see fit, I probably will, uh, at some point. But trial chamber. Wait, this is cool. Okay. Yeah, here's probably a good stopping point. Hold on. That was stairs. I'm so blind. Okay, dog. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this is probably a good stopping point. So I'll probably end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I really don't know if I'll post this, but yeah, peace.